After the completion of the group by clause, now in this session we are going to learn about having clause. Having clause is used in combination with the group by clause to restrict the groups of return rows to only those whose the condition is true. That is, groups are formed and group functions are calculated before the having clause is applied to the groups. The having clause can precede the group by clause, but it is recommended that you place the group by clause first because it looks more logical. The steps which you need to follow when dealing with the having clause: first, groups the rows; second, applies the group function to the groups and displays the groups that matches the criteria in the having clause. The syntax which need to be followed is select expression 1, expression 2 up to the expression n, followed by the aggregate function in which the parameter passed is aggregate expression from tables, followed by the where conditions, group by expression 1, expression 2 up to the expression n having condition, where the parameter or the arguments, that is expression 1, expression 2 up to the expression n, are the expressions that are not encapsulated within an aggregate function and must be included in the group by clause. Here, aggregate function can be a function such as sum, count, min, max or average functions. Aggregate expression is the column that the aggregate function will be used against. Table represents that you wish to retrieve the records from. There must be at least one table listed in the from clause. Where conditions, which is fully optional, these are the conditions for the records to be selected. Having condition represents a further condition applied only to the aggregated results to restrict the groups of the return rows. Only those groups whose condition evaluated to be true will be included in the result set. Few of the points need to be remembered while dealing with the having clause. Group by clause can be used without a group function in the select list. Having clause cannot be used without a group by clause in the select statement. If the rows are restricted based on the result of a group function, we must have a group by clause as well as the having clause. Existence of the group by clause doesn't guarantee the existence of the having clause. Now let's have a look for the few examples for better understanding. Select department number, comma, count, passing parameter as department number, providing the alias as number of employees from the employee table, group by department number, having, count, department number passed as a parameter greater than 3, order by department number in ascending order. Execute the statement. 2 records got fetched. In this query, as we had used the count function, which is used to return the department number and the number of employees associated with that specified department number, the Oracle having function will filter the results so that only the departments having the number of employees greater than 3 will be returned, as shown in the output, that is department number 20 having the employees 3 and department number 30 having the employee number as 6. That is representing the department number having the number of employees associated with that specified department must follow the criteria of greater than 3. Now writing the next query, here we are going to exchange the statements. That is, first we will write having count department number greater than 3 followed by group by department number. So the statement becomes select department number, count of department number as number of employees from the employee table, having count department number greater than 3 followed by group by department number, order by department number in ascending order. The only difference in the query 1 and query 2 is we exchange the order of group by and having in the second query. Let's see after the exchange of the having and group by clause whether this query executed successfully or not. Execute the statement. Record got generated successfully. This query also returns the department number and the associated employees with that particular department number having the number of employees greater than 3. Always remember, the having clause can precede the group by clause, but it is always recommended that you place the group by clause first and then later having clause because it looks more logical. Now let's move forward for the next query. Select department number, comma, minimum of cell as least salary, comma, max of salary, providing the alias as highest salary, comma, sum of salary, providing the alias as total salary, from the employee table, where job equals clerk, group by department number, having minimum sal should be less than 1000, order by department number in ascending order. Execute the statement got generated with the output. Here the query represents for the job equals clerk having the minimum salary less than 1000 for each specified department. Display the department number, minimum salary for each associated department, maximum salary for each associated department, and the total salary of each associated department. Here point to be remember, all these columns value got fetched by satisfying the condition for the job equals clerk, and each department should have the minimum salary less than 1000. As we can easily analyze from the output, for the department number 20, where the least salary, that is minimum salary, is 800, which is less than 1000, and the highest salary is 1100, and the total salary for the department number where the job equals clerk is 1900, and so on.